Hey there, I'm Steve Adderholt. I am your race director for the Flagstaff Crest race. It is the third running of the Flagstaff Crest race, or is it the first? Used to be called Eldon Crest. Now it's Flagstaff Crest. So first running of the Flagstaff Crest race. This is the runner briefing for the Flagstaff Crest race. I am going to breeze through a lot of the details for the event, so I will jump right into it right now. I'm going to go through first your schedule, so you can check into the race if you're coming from the Phoenix area, or you will be in the Phoenix area. On Friday, May the 2nd, from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m., we'll have a drive-through packet pickup at the Aravaipa office downtown, not downtown, but by the airport in Phoenix. There are no drop bags at that packet pickup, and we will have very limited merch items there at packet pickup, but that is an option for you for packet pickup. Sunday, May the 4th, at the 250 start line in Black Canyon City at Deep Canyon Ranch. We will also have all distances available for packet pickup at that time. That's 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. At Deep Canyon Ranch in Black Canyon City. We'll have food trucks. There's a shakeout run hosted by NAC at 2 p.m. And then you can drop your drop bags there, and we'll also have merch available for purchase. And as I said, packet pickup for all race distances. If you do come, Deep Canyon Ranch there's posted speed limit of 15 miles an hour. They are very serious about that. And if they have told us that if there are people speeding through there, we may not get invited back next year. So please help us come back to the awesome Deep Canyon Ranch by following those 15 miles an hour speed limit. The Flagstaff Crest distance specific packet pickup will be on Thursday, May 8th from 4 to 7. That's at the start line at Fort Tuthill County Park. It will be an active aid station for two of the other race distances going on, the 250 and the 125 race. Those will be going through and using that aid station while you're going through packet pickup. So drive to Fort Tuthill County Park, follow the signs for Adventure X, and then look for all the white buildings. There's a bunch of white buildings and a huge parking lot. That's where we're going to park and walk into the quad, and that's where we will have packet pickup. Again, from 4 to 7 p.m. You can drop your drop bags there, or you can wait and drop them just before the start. We will have at the start line. So the start is at 7 a.m. At 6 a.m., we're going to open that up. We'll have instant coffee for you guys. There'll be plenty of toilets, so you can get rid of your race jitters there. Drop off your drop bag, and then mass start at 7 a.m. The course is really great, so we're stoked for you to see that. I am going to go through the course in a minute, but continue with the rules now. There might... I actually don't think there are any gates for the Flagstaff Crest. But if you do encounter a gate, make sure to close that behind you. If you do need to drop out of the race, we ask that you do so at an aid station. Check in with the aid station captain. And then unfortunately at this race, no dogs. We had a couple of years ago, we had a volunteer and two runners bit in separate locations. And so there's a number of aid stations for the race that specifically state no dogs in their rules. So we're copying that over. So please keep your dogs at home for this event. Okay, so the gear requirements for this event, most runners will not have to have the required gear for the race. If you are passing through, and this is a change because I had a logistical mistake. So this is a change. We have drop bags for you at the Woody Mountain Aid Station. So that is at mile 22.9. I had a gear check at the FAC, the next aid station, the FAC aid station. We were going to check your gear if you came through after a certain time. That's because you're going to be out at night, and we want to make sure you have warm weather gear. But it didn't make sense to have your drop bags at one location and your gear check at another location. So we've shifted that gear check back to the Woody Mountain aid station. At Woody Mountain, you can have access to a drop bag, and it's also the gear check if you're going through after 2 p.m. on Friday. So that's 8 hours after your start. So 8 hours to go 22.9, fairly easy miles. But if you're attacking this race as you would a hike, then that will definitely be you getting your gear checked. You'll need to make sure that you have the warm weather gear, which is gloves, warm hat, long sleeves, insulatory upper, which is something with some thickness insulating properties to it. So like a fleece or a puffy jacket. And then if it was raining or snowing, a waterproof jacket with a hood, which it's not in the forecast. We highly recommend that every runner also carries your cell phone with a GPS, with the GPX file downloaded to your course. We're going to talk about the course here in just a second. A headlamp, a collapsible cup, space blanket, and whistle. So those items will be checked for runners at Woody Mountain after 2 p.m. On Friday. Highly recommend everybody else has those items except the cold weather gear. The weather is looking great for this event. It will be quite cold at night. Pretty cold at the start line, I would imagine as well. The course file is finalized. You can download it from CalTopo. It has not changed in the past 10 days, at least, probably 2 weeks. But I've waited until now to make sure there are no final changes to the course. But it is ready to be downloaded now. And so feel free to do that. Download that to your phone. We are a cupless race. We will have hot cups for you at aid stations. So if you want coffee, tea, hot chocolate, broth, ramen, we'll have those hot cups for you. We will not have cold cups. You will receive an Ultra Aspire silicone collapsible cup that you can put in your pack if you're running with a pack. And so you do need to carry that cold cup with you on the course. You are allowed up to 2 drop bags, one which will go to Woody Mountain and one which will go directly to the finish if you want one to go directly to the finish. With the Woody Mountain drop bags, after you use them, will also go directly to the finish line. So as long as you move that drop bag to the used drop bag pile, we're going to get that shuffled periodically to the finish line at Heritage Square. We require that drop bags be no larger than 60 liters. I think that's plenty large for this event. And make sure you label those drop bags with your bib number and the aid station name. So it'll be your bib number, Woody Mountain, or your bib number, finish line. So label those. Make sure when you go through Woody Mountain to move your drop bag to the used drop bag pile. If you don't move it to the used drop bag pile, no problem. We'll still shuffle it ahead once that Woody Mountain aid station closes on Friday night, but you'll have to wait until Friday night when the aid station closes before you would get that bag. So move it over to the used drop bag pile. Bib numbers have been assigned. They were for a hot minute in Ultra sign up. There's some issues going on with Ultra sign up with bib numbers. It's not the easiest thing for me to assign, especially on very little sleep. So I pulled those down and they are on our timing system. So if you go to cocodona.com and you click on, really any of the race distances, there's a button that says flag, that says bib assignments. So you can go and check your bib number there on cocodona.com. Let's go through the course because there are some items to note out there on the course. Right after you start, you're going to come to a critical split where the 125 course will split to the right. The Flagstaff Crest and the Cocodona 250 course are going to continue straight ahead. You're going to go through a couple of road crossings where we will have Flagstaff PD because of the big group of people coming through with the start of this race. We'll have Flagstaff PD out there to help cross. And then after a little bit further, you're going to split off from the 250 distance. You're going to turn left. 250 is going to keep going straight and to the right. They're going to go towards Walnut Canyon, and you guys are looping back towards Fort Tuthill, actually. So this new route west of Fort Tuthill and going up onto Mars Hill is really good. The single track, once you get back over to the Fort Tuthill area, is fun, flowy, chunky single track. And then going up and over Mars Hill is the trails are awesome and in great shape and really nice single track. So, and from the top of Mars Hills there, you can kind of see Flagstaff down below. Then as you turn the corner, you can see Mount Eldon. Turn the corner again, you can see the Flagstaff Kachina Peaks, which it's just an amazing view. So you're in for a treat on this course. You may even see some elk. Who knows? The other race distances have been going through there already, but west of Fort Tuttle, I often see elk out there. So you're in for a treat if you do not know these trails already. Once you drop down off of Mars Hill into town and you're on the Cinder Path in Flagstaff, cruising towards Heritage Square at the finish, you can have friends and family join you from that point on. Please do respect traffic in Flagstaff. We hope to keep this tradition of joining your runner on that last little bit into the finish line for years to come, and you respecting that traffic will help us do that. All right, let's talk through course marking. You're going to see a couple of different types of pin flags out there on the course. This is a standard Aravaipa pin flag that you will see out on the course. We've also been putting together these like bomber pin flags that we made ourselves that have really good reflective and of course the flagging tape that is the orange and black polka dot, which is symbolizing the correct way to go. We'll also have that flagging tape hanging from trees or shrubs. That's the orange with black polka dot with reflectors on it. That'll be your positive course markings going forward. Negative course markings, meaning you're going the wrong way, is this blue and white checker flagging tape. So if you see that is the wrong direction. And then you guys will also have some places on the course where we will have distance, where we will have actual signs marking the course with an arrow. So this is a kind of generic Cocodona sign. All of our race distances are having this sign when you're on the 250 course. So as you leave Flagstaff, you're going to be seeing a lot of these yellow signs. When you get to the point to where the Flagstaff Crest course departs from the Cocodona course, you're going to see distance specific Cocodona 250 signs and Flagstaff Crest signs. So there's going to point in the opposite direction. From there on, you're just following the Flagstaff Crest signs. So you're following these generic signs until the split, and then you're going to be following your Flagstaff Crest specific signage. There are places where we're running on road or sidewalks. So we have road stickers, so they just peel off and they stick right on. This is a Cocodona 250 specific road sticker, but we'll have distance specific road stickers, but those stick right down on the asphalt. So watch out for all of that course marking. We do a really good job marking the course, but there are always times when course marking gets removed or blown over or whatever. But that's why we ask that you have the course file downloaded to your phone. But we do a pretty good job marking the course too. Cutoff times, the listed cutoff time is the time you need to leave the aid station. So you can't just hang out at the aid station once that cutoff time has happened. You need to be on the course and continuing on. Flagstaff parking, it is hard sometimes to find a parking spot in downtown Flagstaff, especially when NAU graduation is going on. So we do have a really good option for you for parking. We've got a free parking lot for you available at the LDS Church, which is 0.6 of a mile walk from Heritage Square. It's on Cherry Avenue. It's the LDS Church on Cherry Avenue. We're going to be running a continuous shuttle all day on Friday from 8:45 a.m. Until 10 p.m. at night between Heritage Square and that free parking lot at the LDS Church. That is going to depart Heritage Square on every 45. So starting at 8:45, Then it's going to depart Heritage Square again at 9:45, 10:45, and then it's going to go over to the LDS Church on Cherry Avenue, and it'll depart at the top of the hour to come back to Heritage Square. So 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., all the way through until 10 p.m. at night. That is a free shuttle and free parking. Thank you very much to the LDS Church for allowing us to park there. You can also park wherever you want in the city of Flagstaff. They're pay for parking spaces throughout the city, and they will be ticketing. So highly encourage you to take advantage of the parking over at the LDS Church. If you purchased a shuttle for race morning from the parking area in Flagstaff to the start line at Fort Tuthill, we have already sent you an email with those details. Those shuttles are no longer available. We're 100% full on the shuttle, but there is another great option for you. You can just park at the start line at Fort Tuthill and then grab an Uber from the finish line at Heritage Square back to Fort Tuthill. It's a quick ride and actually just probably the same amount of cost that our shuttle was. So that's another great option for you. We would love to have you come out and volunteer for the race before you start running. We have a lot of volunteer shifts, especially up on the Coconino Plateau. So from the Foxborough Ranch aid station to basically Fort Tuthill, especially the nighttime shifts, we're really short on those shifts. So we highly encourage you to sign up for one of those volunteer shifts. You can find the shifts and the sign up on cocodona.com. We will be having a live stream of this event. It has become quite popular over the past couple of years, so your friends and family can watch the event from home. Go to cocodona.com, and those links to watch the live stream will be there. We can't wait to see you out on the course. It really is a great course. We're happy to have a new home for the course with the Flagstaff Crest race. Thank you so much for running with us. We will see you in just a few days.